The United States is reportedly preparing to impose a 15% tariff on all semiconductor revenues American firms generate from China.
A move that isn't just a policy shift, synth. It's a direct, multi-billion-dollar escalation in the global technology war, and the fallout will be immediate.
Good morning. This is the synthesis for August 11, 2025. On this day in 1813, Juan del Corral declared the independence of Antioquia in Colombia.
And today, a different kind of independence is at stake. From supply chains to scientific discovery, nations and companies are in a race to secure their technological future. We're tracking the strategic moves that will define the next decade.
Our top story: the new front in the U.S.-China tech trade war.
Our first story is about the 15% chip tariff.
The United States is reportedly preparing to impose a 15% tariff on all semiconductor revenues American firms generate from China. This major policy development will require companies like NVIDIA and AMD to pay a significant percentage of their Chinese sales directly to the U.S. government, representing a substantial financial impact.
And synth, this isn't just about revenue. It's a profound strategic move targeting an industry deeply integrated with the Chinese market, where many of these firms generate a significant portion of their global sales. Now, it's crucial to note that while this report comes from a highly reputable financial news source and our confidence is high, the final specifics of such government policies are always subject to refinement or even change until officially enacted. This tariff is a clear signal of the U.S. intensifying its strategy to decouple critical technologies, particularly in the advanced chip sector.
Beyond the immediate financial impact on these firms, what are the broader strategic implications for the global tech landscape?
Well, beyond the obvious revenue hit for companies like NVIDIA and AMD, this could accelerate a trend we've been observing: the rapid fragmentation of the global semiconductor supply chain. While the stated goal is to impact China, it may paradoxically force American tech companies to further localize production outside China or even explore alternative markets, potentially diversifying risk but also significantly increasing operational costs. Conversely, Beijing might see this as further impetus to accelerate its own domestic chip self-sufficiency initiatives, perhaps even more aggressively than anticipated. This tariff could be the catalyst for entirely separate, parallel tech ecosystems to emerge, fundamentally reshaping future innovation and access.
A pivotal moment, indeed, for the future of global technology. We'll continue to monitor developments. Next up, the new global chip race. Transitioning now from geopolitical maneuvers to the cutting edge of scientific innovation. A new startup, co-founded by former OpenAI executives, has successfully raised an impressive $200 million.
A substantial sum, synth, particularly as it values the company at $1 billion. What's truly compelling is their mission: leveraging artificial intelligence to revolutionize materials science. This significant investment, spearheaded by prominent venture capital firm Andreessen Horowitz, signals a clear acceleration in the trend of AI-driven scientific discovery. It's a strategic bet on a future where AI fundamentally reshapes R&D.
This funding event certainly highlights a growing momentum in the field. And it's not just theoretical. Separate research emerging from the University of Bayreuth suggests that AI applications could drastically shorten the developmental timelines for critical areas, such as advanced battery technologies.
That Bayreuth study provides a compelling glimpse into the future, illustrating how AI could dramatically reduce the time and resources needed for scientific breakthroughs. However, synth, when we discuss such forward-looking claims, it's crucial to contextualize them within current capabilities. For example, a recent article published in Nature provides a very balanced and critical perspective, highlighting that while impressive, current multimodal language models still encounter significant fundamental limitations when applied to truly complex or novel chemistry research, especially in discovering truly new compounds. This isn't to diminish the incredible potential of these AI tools, but rather to ground expectations in the reality that fully autonomous AI discovery, particularly in highly intricate fields, is still a goal, not yet a complete achievement.
So, while this major funding underscores the burgeoning potential and investor confidence in AI's role in scientific discovery, the path to full AI autonomy in complex research remains a journey of ongoing development.
Next up, AI's billion-dollar science bet.
Moving from the microscopic to the cosmic. Our next story: SpaceX's 100th launch and Kuiper deployment. In a significant orbital milestone, SpaceX successfully launched a batch of Amazon's Kuiper Internet satellites via a Falcon 9 rocket. This flight marked SpaceX's 100th launch of the year, underscoring its exceptionally high operational cadence.
And this isn't just a number, synth. It's a critical step for Amazon's ambitious Project Kuiper. This deployment directly challenges the burgeoning space-based internet market, placing them in direct competition with SpaceX's own Starlink. SpaceX's launch volume this year alone demonstrates unparalleled efficiency, fundamentally lowering the barrier for large-scale satellite deployments.
The competition for satellite internet is intensifying. What are the broader implications of these large-scale deployments, beyond just connectivity?
Beyond global internet access, these constellations shift infrastructure control and strategic influence, creating new digital arteries resilient to terrestrial disruptions. However, this acceleration brings increased scrutiny on orbital traffic management and long-term low Earth orbit sustainability. While beneficial for connectivity, the proliferation of thousands of satellites demands proactive international coordination to prevent congestion and mitigate debris, which could threaten all space assets. This competition isn't just about faster internet, it's about shaping future global data flow and responsible orbital stewardship.
Next up, AI's scientific revolution. From the cosmic to the crucial here on Earth. Our next story, a landmark philanthropic investment in the fight against cancer. A major philanthropic gift of $100 million from the Weil family has been announced, specifically earmarked to fund technology-driven cancer research. This substantial donation underscores a growing focus on innovative approaches to combating the disease.
This is a truly significant sum, synth, underscoring the accelerating convergence of advanced technology and medical science in the battle against cancer. It highlights a strategic shift towards leveraging AI, advanced diagnostics, and data analytics. Now, while the $100 million donation is a clear, factual event, we must note some reporting on complementary research, like studies from UNC and the University of Miami on exercise and nutrition, uses what could be perceived as laudatory language, terms like changing the script or national leader. While these refer to established, important programs, it's prudent to distinguish between factual reporting and interpretive framing.
Indeed, Echo. And this donation complements other critical research avenues, such as the studies highlighted by researchers at UNC and the University of Miami, which focus on understanding the fundamental role of exercise and nutrition in cancer treatment and prevention.
Precisely, synth. What's fascinating here is the dual-pronged attack on cancer. On one hand, we have this massive investment in high-tech, data-driven solutions, looking for revolutionary breakthroughs. On the other, we see continued emphasis on foundational, holistic health factors like diet and lifestyle. It suggests that the future of cancer treatment isn't a single silver bullet, but rather a multifaceted approach, combining cutting-edge AI and genomics with long-understood principles of human wellness. This holistic view, integrating both high-tech and lifestyle interventions, may ultimately be the most effective path forward, not just for treatment, but for prevention on a societal scale. Next up, SpaceX launches for Amazon.
From the complexities of human health to the even more complex realm of quantum physics. Our next story, Microsoft's quantum computing ambitions. Microsoft's CEO has reportedly delivered significant news concerning a partnership with quantum computing firm IonQ, signaling continued investment and progress in the sector from major tech players.
Synth. This development underscores the growing strategic importance of quantum computing for major tech firms like Microsoft. Now, while the core news of a Microsoft and IonQ collaboration is certainly significant, it's important to note the phrasing used in some initial reports. Terms like massive news tend towards hyperbole. Furthermore, several analyses linked to this story, particularly those debating best quantum computing stocks to buy now, are explicitly investment advice from speculative sources like The Motley Fool, which we always advise our viewers to approach with critical caution.
So, while the investment interest is clear, Echo, the summary mentions the industry grapples with significant barriers to mainstream adoption. What are these challenges, specifically?
Precisely, synth. Experts highlight three major hurdles: error correction, maintaining quantum coherence, and scalability. Quantum systems are incredibly fragile, prone to decoherence, where their quantum state collapses, leading to errors. Overcoming this requires sophisticated error correction, which is intensely difficult. And then there's scalability, building quantum computers with enough stable qubits to tackle practical problems. So, while investor enthusiasm, fueled by a long-term vision of exponential gains, is certainly driving capital into the sector, the fundamental physics and engineering challenges mean that widespread, practical quantum applications are still a considerable distance away, likely a decade or more. It's a field brimming with potential, but also with immense technical difficulty.
A clear example of ambition meeting the frontiers of scientific challenge. We'll continue to track developments in this fascinating field. Next up, paying for the EV future. From the complexities of quantum physics to the very practical challenges of our daily commute. Our next story, paying for the EV future. As electric vehicle adoption grows, governments in the US and Australia are increasingly considering new fees or road taxes for EV owners to offset declining gasoline tax revenues.
This is a direct response to a fundamental economic shift, synth. As more drivers switch to electric, the traditional funding model for roads, reliant on gasoline taxes, erodes. Now, it's crucial to note that these are ongoing policy discussions and proposals, not finalized laws, giving them a level of fluidity. For instance, Australian Minister Tanya Plibersek's characterization of a potential road tax as sensible is a direct quote from a politician, reflecting one perspective in an active, evolving debate. Furthermore, a separate report from Yahoo Finance linked to this topic remains vague, referring only to an unnamed battery manufacturer and an unspecified, major issue, which limits its actionable insight for the moment.
So, while policymakers grapple with funding, the industry continues to advance battery technology to combat range anxiety. How do these two trends, policy and innovation, intersect?
That's the core tension, synth. On one hand, these road taxes are designed to create a sustainable funding model for vital infrastructure, but they could also be perceived by consumers as an added cost, potentially dampening the very EV adoption that governments are otherwise keen to encourage. However, paradoxically, such fiscal pressures might further incentivize robust innovation in battery technology. This could push companies, similar to the partnership between CALB and GOVY in China developing specialized electric aircraft batteries, to accelerate breakthroughs for even more efficient, longer range, and ultimately more affordable batteries. It's a classic push and pull. Policy seeking revenue, industry striving for efficiency, all shaping the rapid evolution of our transportation future.
A complex interplay of policy and technological advancement shaping the road ahead for electric vehicles.
Next up, tech-fueled cancer research.
From the complexities of financing our electric future to the strategic imperative of securing essential technologies. Our next story, the global race to diversify semiconductor manufacturing. In response to recent supply chain vulnerabilities and geopolitical tensions, a growing number of countries are making strategic pushes to establish themselves as major semiconductor manufacturing hubs. This trend includes Chinese chipmakers reportedly turning to Hong Kong for public listings to secure capital for global growth.
Synth, this isn't merely about building factories, it's a calculated global realignment aimed at securing national interests and technological sovereignty. While the core reporting on these national strategies and Hong Kong listings is robust, with high confidence, it's crucial to distinguish between verifiable facts and speculative financial advice. Sources like The Motley Fool and A-Invest, while linked to this topic, provide investment guidance, not impartial journalistic reporting. Our viewers should always approach such market speculation with critical caution.
So, as nations pursue this diversification, and investors closely monitor industry leaders like Nvidia and AMD, what are the potential downsides of this increasingly fragmented approach to chip manufacturing?
That's the critical question. While the stated goal is resilience, this acceleration towards localized hubs could paradoxically lead to less efficiency and higher costs in the long run. Instead of a highly optimized global supply chain, we might see multiple, less efficient regional chains. This fragmentation could stifle the rapid innovation that thrives on global collaboration and shared expertise. Ultimately, while individual nations gain a measure of independence, the overall global technological ecosystem might become slower, more expensive, and potentially less innovative.
Next up, Microsoft's quantum computing push. From the intricate dance of global manufacturing supply chains, we shift our focus to an equally profound force shaping our future, artificial intelligence. Our next story, AI's scientific revolution. The expanding influence of artificial intelligence is creating new political and geopolitical challenges, prompting high-level analysis of its societal impact. A recent National Science Foundation workshop report, published in Nature, details a roadmap for an AI-enabled scientific revolution, outlining both the opportunities and obstacles in using generative AI for discovery.
Synth, this fundamentally rethinks how scientific discovery happens. What's crucial to understand here is that these particular articles are high-level analyses and synthesis reports, not breaking news. They present established viewpoints and consolidate research summaries from highly reputable sources, offering a strategic overview of AI's transformative power, urging a structured approach.
So, with this comprehensive roadmap laid out, what are the primary opportunities this AI-enabled scientific revolution presents, and what are the most significant obstacles still to be overcome?
The opportunities are vast, synth. AI can accelerate hypothesis generation, sift through colossal datasets, and design experiments, potentially slashing discovery timelines in fields like materials science and drug development. Imagine new treatments in months, not years. However, Obstacles include ensuring AI outputs are scientifically sound and free from bias in training data. There's also the critical need for robust validation frameworks and ethical guardrails to prevent misuse or misinterpretation. The danger isn't just incorrect data, but amplifying existing societal biases. It's a powerful tool, demanding constant human oversight and critical evaluation.
A truly powerful tool, then, with both immense promise and inherent complexities that demand careful navigation.
Next up, global cybersecurity threats. From tariffs on chips to AI discovering new materials, the stakes for technological leadership have never been higher. It raises the question, is this accelerated competition ultimately beneficial for innovation, or is it a dangerous path toward fragmentation?
We invite your analysis. Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you find our work valuable, please like this video and subscribe to The Synthesis for more. Thank you for watching. We will continue to monitor these developments. This is The Synthesis.